We've been waiting for just justice, getting the justice that he deserves.
That justice came today for the family of Kristian Philpotts. He was murdered 3 years ago while driving for Lyft in Urbana. Good evening. I'm Brandon Morano.
And I'm Jennifer Roscoe. Today, with Philpotts' family sitting in the courtroom, a judge sentenced the man responsible. 19-year-old Tyjohn Williams was found guilty of his murder last November. He'll serve 55 years in prison. WCIA 3's Gabriela Mirando is live in our newsroom. And Gabriela, you were also in the courtroom today. Tell us what you saw.
Philpotts' family watched as Williams walked into court wearing an orange jumpsuit and handcuffs. Tears followed as Philpotts' mom and aunt talked about their 29-year-old son and nephew while on the stand. His mom speaking next to a stuffed animal that Philpotts had in the car when her son died. Williams' defense tried to use the COVID-19 pandemic and his mental health conditions as arguments for a lighter sentence, but the judge said those things were no excuse for the crime committed.
You murdered someone that was just trying to take you to your destination.
That's the reality Philpotts' family continues grappling with.
It is a nightmare. It's a continuous nightmare.
In 2022, Philpotts was a Lyft driver for Williams and two other teens when Williams shot him in the back and ran after the car crashed. He was found guilty of the murder in November and will now spend more than 5 decades in prison.
He's not going to see the light of day anytime soon. And that's what society needs. That's what this community needs.
Philpotts' mom and aunt each took the stand reading victim impact statements. They fought back tears, talking about how strongly Philpotts loved others and animals.
He's still here for me. Just not physically, but he's still here.
The state talked about how Williams glorified violence ahead of Philpotts' killing, and that it wasn't a matter of if, but only when he would become violent. The defense used Williams' mental health conditions and ADD to argue for a lighter sentence.
These excuses came at the end. This was never mentioned during the trial. The mental health, none of that.
Philpotts' family says Williams has never shown remorse, something they don't know if he'll ever learn.
To not feel that you even can stand on your own as a young man and turn around and apologize for all, for what you've done to the family. It shows that, yeah, that wasn't taught.
While still grieving a life cut short, his family knows he's never that far.
I have a picture of myself and my son, next to my bed. I look at that picture every morning and I open up my window and let the sun shine in. That's what keeps me going.
Williams has been serving time for the last 3 years, which will be deducted from his 55-year sentence. It was possible that Williams could have gotten a life sentence today, but Philpotts' family says they're satisfied with the judge's decision. Live in the newsroom, Gabriela Mirando, WCIA 3, your local news leader.
All right, Gabriela, thank you.